Hi guys, and welcome to the FF studio at Money2020. My name is Emily Redding.
And I'm Martin Pitcock.
Thank you so much for coming and joining us today, Martin.
No
Very
problem.
excited to have you here. We also have the fabulous Jose, our maestro today.
Nice, I can't wait to see what he does with my hair.
He's already getting started. You guys have had a little chat. What are we doing today?
Just a tiny tidy up because it's only been 4 weeks, so
Okay.
it's
Yeah,
pretty
So
I
you're
was
on top
thinking
of the hair
maybe
cutting.
like crew cut or something like that.
We talked
But,
about
yeah,
this
we'll keep
earlier.
it.
You decided against the buzz cut, but that's fine. We'll let you off. Maybe next year.
Yeah.
Okay, should we jump straight into it?
Yeah, sure. Let's
Awesome.
Go.
Martin, why don't we kick off with just tell me a little bit about what you do. What does Nexi do, if you can, as if you're explaining it to your grandma?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, so I head up marketing and operations for our e-commerce division.
Great.
So in Nexi, kind of marketing incorporates a whole bunch of different things: marketing, communications, but also like how we sell, what we sell, sales performance, European partnerships, which is what makes this event so interesting for me. And then operations, so how we serve our customers, and kind of customer experience, customer processes. And then Nexi itself, we're a big company. We're kind of a lot of people don't realize all the different brands that sit underneath Nexi. Nexi grew out of acquisition, kind of purchasing 3 different businesses: Nexi, Nets, and then Sia as well. Mm-hmm. And then last year we just brought the whole business together.
Wow.
So it's been a really interesting time for the organization.
Brilliant. Okay, great. And so talk to me about some of the kind of learnings that I would say you've identified across 2022, or sort of in the analysis of your e-commerce data. What have you seen? What have your team seen?
Sure.
What you've got your eye on at the moment?
Yeah, sure. We've got probably 2 major areas that we look at, in terms of trend data.
Yeah.
So obviously got the payments data that we see, because we've got relatively good market shares in a lot of countries. We get a good overview of what's happening in payments. But then we also run a survey of all consumers across 8 different countries that we serve, between 10 to 15,000 respondents, asking them about their payment annually for the last 15 years actually.
So you've probably got some really interesting data from that.
Yeah. So I think there's a few different trends that we're seeing. Definitely these last couple of years post-COVID, where you saw a massive boom in e-commerce sales, right? Everyone had to shop online, so people went back. We've seen a bit of a return back to in-store payments, so people kind of actually moving between e-commerce and in-store again. I guess people aren't ready just to give up going to the shops.
Yes.
I think everyone pretty like me.
A bit of brick and mortar.
Yeah, exactly. You actually like to go in and touch the products, right? To see the products.
For sure.
Yeah. So people naturally went back. And e-commerce has gone back to that kind of standard, the growth trend that we saw before COVID now, or it's just getting back to that kind of normality. But anything is everything but normal right now, right? With interest rates and changes in the economy, people are changing their payment behaviors, and still, right now, people are still getting back to the norms that they had before. I don't know,
still taking a bit of time.
Yeah, for sure. Holidays, for instance, people are. Everyone's just starting to actually. I've been on a fair few holidays myself, and traveling for work all the time. But I guess people are actually just starting to get back into the normal rhythm of annual holidays again. They're still speaking to friends and things. It's the first trips that they've been on this year, right? So there's different trends underlying, whether it's a softening in some retail segments and a boom in hospitality and travel. So yeah, it's really super interesting.
The key trends you're seeing.
Yeah, that's one major trend.
Why don't you chat to me a little bit about the kind of role that partnerships play in the kind of the evolution of what you guys do? How pivotal are they within your world?
Partnerships in payments is a huge opportunity area, right? This is, like I said before, why we're here at the event even. It just makes it easier to meet everyone, everyone's here. But there's also a case you just can't do everything yourselves. No. And actually to keep up with the pace of innovation that's going on in the market, you have to look for partners actually that have good solutions for the things that you might want to do, so that you can service both your customers, the merchants, but also their consumers' needs, right? Whether it's the way that they pay, different payment methods as an example, or whether it's offering the merchants the most up-to-date technology solutions like marketplace features or or value-added service capabilities. In the end, like, you know, every business only has a certain amount of money to spend on developing its own products and services.
Yeah.
And sometimes actually, like, having very specific niche developments in certain product areas doesn't make sense for your company to do, right? So
the time, the money, the cost, the effort it would take to become a real player in that space.
Exactly.
Is it worth it?
You're better to look for the best possible partner to work with for certain capabilities. So we're very careful about choosing which kind of capabilities we want to work with partners for, and then we go out, find the right partner to partner with, and try and bring that capability to our merchants or the consumers in the end of the day.
Just further diversifies what you guys can offer.
Yeah, no, completely.
That's great. How do you see, or how does Nexi see the payment experience evolving? I mean, there's so much that's changing. There's so much that has changed. We could almost sort of say anything is possible, even though that's such a buzzword.
Sure.
What do you think? What do you see?
Look, I think everyone is after kind of like less friction, more simple, like simplicity in their day-to-day payment processes, right? Because at the end of the day, like you know, being able to like this guy.
That's great.
I haven't had a hairspray. Like,
I'm going to jump in and get involved in a minute. I'm loving that he puts products in and then then blow dries the hair.
Yeah, I know.
On dry
That's
hair,
amazing.
and I find it
It's amazing.
fascinating. I'm going to jump in while you do it. Carry on talking to me. Tell me.
Sure.
Yes.
So basically the changing in the payment experience is likely to be that everything's going to be a little bit more seamless. Like for consumers, we're still getting over SCA, like the strong customer authentication, like disasters. Oh, look, everyone's going to.
We're all getting involved.
Styling event.
Oh, so you don't like scrunch? You
very gently.
Very gently brush the ends. Just brush the ends. That's it. Nice. Oh, that's very nice.
Learning so many skills. Hey,
I'm feeling so pampered.
Exactly.
Pampering and payment experience.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I mean.
So anyway, the way that people are changing their payment, or we're changing things for the payment, or people's payment behavior, or our interaction with the payment, right? So like, I think there's a few major things. So one, I think simplicity and frictionless is still a continual trend, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that you just need to be able to walk into somewhere and walk out with the products without ever talking to someone, because at the end of the day, service actually is something that people crave in a shopping experience, right?
Yes.
But it does mean that you don't want to have to enter things twice, or be told you have to go over here and enter this information over there and then go back there, and do you know what I mean?
People's patience wears
it's just a bit
thin.
too thin. It's just like, why is it like that? There's too many steps I need to take to get my money from here to here, right? So like that type of thing is being solved, and we're looking at some really good partnerships to do that type of thing at the moment. But actually, what's really funny when you look across Europe as a whole is that sometimes the payment experience for things is differing massively country to country. We're finding ways now, or companies are finding ways to introduce new payment experiences regardless of what type of business they are, you know? So I think it's really about simplifying kind of the experience for the consumer, and then also us experiencing simplifying the actual consumer's experience of making the payment. I think that's probably two of the most key trends. And I think really for us, trying to evolve our payment offering so that it's more standardized or common across the different regions that we're servicing, right? Because at the end of the day, as these regions evolve, they want the most up-to-date payment methods, they want the most up-to-date features and value-added services and things like that. So what we're trying to do, from a Nexi perspective, is create one unified platform, which we're calling Nexi Relay, to help all of the businesses across all of our countries plug in
it all in one place.
And consume all of the services from one place.
A tall order, so not short order. That's quite a lot. That's quite a lot to do. Well, best of luck. I mean, it's been fascinating to chat to you. I think Jose's ready to do the swivel round, and the big reveal.
There you go.
That's it.
That was great.
Thank you very much.
We love the animation.
Exactly.
That was fantastic.